We do not need Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson, don't take disrespect to this, but Klay Thompson is like that girl, that fine girl in high school that everybody wanted. Nobody want that, man. Hey, welcome back. We vibing, we sliding. You know what I mean? We got my dog Rocks banging in the background, man. Hey, welcome back to Just Another Play, man. This episode 5 because we live, man. Hey, you know, we reporting live, Hollywood East on the Beast Coast. You know what time it is, man. This is the Beast Coast, South Division, where the apes reside, man. The Silverback, man. We doing our thing over here, man. So, I like to always start out every episode showing love to the fans. 20K, 7 days. Y'all wasn't playing with it. Y'all went up for 300, man. I know it was a lot of 300 love, but y'all went up for 300, man. 20,000.9, you know what I mean? Almost 21, not savage, but almost. But we got it. 7 days, 20,000. I take that, man. We going up, man. Now we at 97 followers on the IG. We at 93 followers on the TikTok. We had 45 subscribers on the YouTube. But the only thing that got to go is this O on the Patreon, man. Y'all not following the parlays and we hitting. Like, y'all don't like no money? Guess what, man? We got to get that money, man. If you look in the Patreon, we going to go ahead and drop all live plays. But if you watching this episode, we going to go in full detail with picks of the first round of the playoffs. But stay tuned, man. I just want to always say thank y'all to the fans. Thank y'all for showing love, man. I truly appreciate y'all for sure. But let's recap. 300. Ryan, it delivered. Hey, the $50 5K parlay didn't hit. Trust me, it didn't hit. It would come, because guess what? We were swinging for the fences. I got a lot of comments saying, oh, why would you take that? Why would you take this? Guess what? When you do an underdog parlay, you don't expect that to hit. But you still swing for the fences. Every time that batter step up on that plate, guess what you want to do? Go yard. Swing for the fences. So guess what? That $50 parlay turned to 5K, man. I tried to add 2 zeros to $50. Why wouldn't you tell it, man? Y'all big money. We got it. So, hey, look, man, the $50 parlay didn't hit, but we had some smaller parlays that did hit. We had some other things that hit, and you would have got those picks and parlays if you would have been on the Patreon, but we got 0. It's okay, though. You know, I'm not begging for your money, man, but when you see my money going up from them parlays, don't inbox me on the side like, hey, what the lock is. Don't ask me what the lock is. Go ahead and hit that link in the bio. And look, it's $20. I know y'all spending more than $20 on something crazy in the streets, man. For real. But, yeah, we you know, like I said, from episode 1, we don't beg for your money around here. You can click the link in the bio, and if you rolling, we hitting. But if not, take the free picks, and you know you get what you get. Another thing that we trending, Lakers hit last night, so our cover player of the day, we on 2 in a row. Now, if you're looking for 100K, this is a 100 ball. I'm trying to tell you, and this is free. You go to covers.com. They don't sponsor me. They don't do none of that. So this is free. Covers.com, create an account, and it's called Survival, the Survival Series. Now, when you sign up for the Survival Series, we got to get 25 picks in a row. Once we get 25 picks in a row, it's a 100 ball. If we get to 21 picks in a row, then guess what? It's 25 bands. If we get 17 picks in a row, it's a quick 1,000. 13, I think, is a gift card to Amazon. 9 is a gift card to Amazon. But we're not worried about that. We want the money. You already know. So guess what? We on number 2. So we're looking for number 3. Today, It's play-in tournament for the East. If y'all locked in last night, Brown got 7 seed. They did their thing. They rolled over. They locked in. They got us to number 2. We got Atlanta versus Atlanta versus Chicago, and it's another one tonight. Philly versus Miami. Those are the 2 play-ins. I think Philly's up first. It's -5.5. I kind of like it, but I'll take it money line just to secure some bread. I don't know if playoff Jimmy gonna do it. Miami needs some work. I think we can lock Philly in for the 7th seed. They're gonna take on Miami. They're gonna take on Miami tonight. They beat Miami. Miami gonna go ahead and beat whoever the winner is out of Chicago and Atlanta, and that's how it's gonna play out. But the big takes at 300, man. Let's talk about my boy Max, man. Max, that's a bad mother. Shut your mouth, Max. What you doing with it, man? 1 second. See, look. You see how bad 1 second can do you? 1 second can either keep you up or put you to sleep. Look, Max, you a certified G. You a certified G. I know you do it all the time, but on the biggest stage, the biggest night, 300. Hey, if you can patent that, everybody know this is the Max. This is the Max logo right now. I guarantee you every fight that's in school right now, I don't support you kids fighting, but I know y'all doing this right now. Come see me right here in the square. Right here, man. Because Max, that is the KO of the century right now. Hey, if you fall on your face, you center block cold, man. That is past starch level. Hill got starched. Gaethje got put on ice. 600 racks, man. Performance of the night, fight of the night, 600 bands. Do your dance, Max, man. Max doing it up, man. You know who had a good performance too? Bobby Green. Bobby Green went up in the prelims. He beat up Jim. He beat up Jim Miller crazy. He was throwing bangers. And then you saw him, he called out Paddy the Batty. I like that. He said, I'll go up to England and beat you. You know what I'm saying? He said, hey, come on, man. Hey, Bobby, I like that. I like that, man. You went crazy. Veteran, man, went crazy. You put somebody in retirement. Ain't nothing harder than making somebody quit. Hey, nothing wrong with quitting, Jim Miller. You was at 100, you was at 200, and you fought throughout all the way to 300, and you took the fight against somebody that's still smashing. You hats off to you, Jim. I got you, man. Hey, look, ain't nothing against you, but hey, it's time. You about 40-something, man. You don't need to be throwing hands no more, man. You need to start selling real estate, do something, make commercials, whatever going on, man. Hey, another surprise in the prelims was Figueroa. Hey, listen here, man. Baby God of War, don't be mad at me. I can never say your name, even in private. But, the red stripe, the God of War vibes. Hey, look, I play that video game on PS. You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you this. You look good jumping up weight classes. I'm going to tell you now, I didn't believe in that power translating. I like that power you had at featherweight, you was starching boys. But they light as a feather. That's why it's featherweight. But you carrying that over and you didn't display it in the fight. You showed a level. For me, what you showed in that fight was a level of composure. Featherweight, you was always pushing the issue. You was throwing blows. It seemed like he waited for Cody. He waited for Cody, and then when he took his bat, I kind of knew it was over. It sucked because the swing for the fences parlay died on the first leg. Ain't nothing worse than that, but we had other bread out there. Cody, you still got the fastest hands in bantamweight. I don't care about what anybody say. You shouldn't have gave up your back that way, but hey, I ain't a UFC fighter But hey, you gave up that back, man. I knew what time it was once he jumped on your back. Yeah, Kayla is another one that grabbed my eye. Kayla Harrison, she handled Holly Holmes like a true trooper. You know what I'm saying? Like, Holly Holmes ain't have no control in that fight. Kayla dominated the ring. She stood her ground. She controlled Holly, took her down at will. Holly, nothing against you, preacher's daughter. You know what I'm saying? But just like I said, Jim Miller, you might want to go start selling real estate. You know, you got some money in the UFC. let them young girls come in. You know, Kayla went so hard. You know who called her out or said something about her, right? You ain't see that, right? It was Amanda, my girl, Amanda Nunez. Now, hey, she said something. Now she said, hey. You know what I mean? Like, hey. I think, hey, Kayla swole.
Gave her the work grounded grappling that she gave her. Kayla.
I mean, this. She ragdoll Holly Holmes, man. Holly.
Like, Kayla probably didn't.
Hey, Kayla is swole. Now, when I tell you this, look, this is my take, right? Juliana Pena, I ain't taking nothing away from that win, right? I'm gonna compare this to something that like people don't compare it to. Like you got the big dog. You take Nunez and you take Pena, right? Nunez been starching girls in 2 divisions for years. It's only so much you can do when it comes to like preparing for a fight when you're at the top of the hill. Like, you know what I mean? My pops always used to say, like, if you want to take over the hill, you got to be ready to push the person off of it. So, like, she sat up on that hill so long, ain't nobody got close to pushing her off of it. Exactly. So and the first time they fought, you can tell in that fight, she didn't even train because by the time round 2 came, she was gassed. But the rematch, she prepared for it. She had that belt took. And then guess what? She beat her rightfully and handled business. I think Nunez is going to use Kayla to come to a point where it's like, all right, she's the baddest. I think she's going to let Kayla win the title, come out of retirement, and make a mega fight. Like, I think she's training her ass off down in Miami right now. Low key right now, she's training hard. For her to say what she was saying on Twitter, like or X, my bad, for what she was saying, I just think really that, you know what I mean? I think she retired because there was no comp. There's no comp over there. I'm not fighting the same person 4 or 5 times. Why you think Max went up? You know what I mean? I'm tired of fighting Volkov. Like, I'm not gonna have a four. There's so many times you're gonna fight the same person. Like, you know what I mean? I'm ready to go ahead and rock something. But I think Kayla put on a show enough to where it was like, all right, hold up. Like, maybe I still got something. I would like to see that. You know, man, give her a tune-up fight, Dana. Don't throw her right in with that killer, Kayla. Kayla's a killer. Like, hey, you look at Kayla. If I see her in a grocery store, I might be like, man. Hey, that's a tough one right there. Hey, look, you can go ahead, baby. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you to get through the aisle, baby. You go ahead. Hey, Kayla, you was a killer. I mean, we called the easy money for Sterling. Sterling had easy money, man. It was a boring fight. Hey, I had guys on Twitter hitting me up, man. Sterling is not exciting. Hey, look, listen. All you guys that say exciting fight sell tickets. But when you are the fighter, the dub is the value. Is whether you win or lose. I don't care if I have to wrestle him for 5 rounds, wrestle him for 3 rounds, and just control the fight and get the points. Just like a basketball game, just like a football game, just like a baseball game, and hockey and soccer. Whoever got the most points wins. So I don't care how unexciting Aljo is. He won. And we called it at 125. When UFC 300 kicked off, he was minus 170. So if you ain't listen, guess what? You lost money on the discount. You know how you get that fire sale? Guess what? You lost money. We caught him at 125. It was a robbery at the books. I'm telling you, I did not miss that robbery. Easy money. Now, I got a lot of slack for taking on Hill. Look, again, I'm addressing the comment guys on my YouTube and Twitter. The YouTube and TikTok. I wasn't against Alex Pereira. And if you join my Patreon and see the parlay with Alex Pereira on it, that's even more reason why you should join. Now, look, I knew Poton was going to win, man. Poton is a killer, man. Stone hands. Hey, look, man. Poton, hey, look, this is him smiling. I'm telling you, bro. Like, that's him smiling. Like stone-faced killer, man. Like, he has no emotions. You seen the video that they released where he was sparring and broke his pinky toe? He broke his pinky toe, sat on the mat, had 3 or 4 guys try to jam it back in place. He said, get out the way. Crack. Got back up, put the gloves on, and went another 5-10 minutes on a broke pinky toe, and then turn around and knock somebody out in the first round. Like, if you don't see psychopath in that type of movement, like, don't fight that guy, man. Hey, look, you see him anywhere. I'm not telling you to be scared of nobody, but I'm telling you just know your limits. Don't sit up here and have one too many drinks and you see him in the club and think you a UFC fighter. Now, he gonna embarrass you. Them hands hurt. You saw Hill. Hey, they replayed Hill shit about 5-6 times, and you know it's powerful when you see somebody get jawed and their eyes roll back. Hill's eyes rolled back in the back of his head. Like, I was like, damn. I had shorts and reels on Hill doing his thing. And he ain't even stand up and get a water break in this fight. My boy ain't even get no water break. He said, you know what? I tried my best. But, hey, a fight's a fight.
I agree. Do you think he did?
I think he did. I think, all right. I won't say it's on purpose, but what I would say is when you fight a southpaw and orthodox, your lead foot are on each other. So it's a battle of positioning when you got those two, because when you think about boxing, they're always trying to straddle for position. So another thing that you got to point out is the hand. So he's straddling for position. As he's working the foot, he is touching his lead hand. And before he grabbed it and pushed it down. Come on, man. He learned from the great and gave it to him right there. Starch. That was a starching. You know what I mean? So if y'all ask me what's the difference between starch and ice block, Gaethje and Hill. Hill got starched. Gaethje got put on ice, man. You fall on your face, you on ice, man. Like, hey, call the coroner. Hey, he said it in the pre-fight. He was ready to go out like that. So, hey, look, power of the tongue real now. He said he was ready to fall out on his face, and look what happened with 1 second. Sleep. That boy had NyQuil in his gloves, man. That's exactly what he had in them gloves, man. Hey, Pereira is a beast, but I'm going to tell you the fight that I want to see is Alex Pereira and Khalil Roundtree. Think about it. I mean, Khalil fight people like they owe him money. Like, you saw what he did with Alex Smith, right? They saved Alex Smith because he's an announcer for UFC on regular fight nights. They saved Alex Smith. I like that. And then I want to see, what I want to see is, Dana White, if you're listening, I'll get you some good matchmaking. Look, Pereira, Khalil Hill, light heavy. That would be a banger, 5 rounds. On the card under that, you need to put the winner of, if you are doing Yuri and Hill next, the winner needs to fight Spann. If Spann wins his next fight, he needs to fight the winner of Yuri and Hill and put that on the same card. Light heavy to light heavy. Whoever wins the championship, the next round up, go for there. Bo Nick, he ain't do his thing, man. He looked bad. I don't think he trained at all. Like he didn't look like the Bo Nick that I was selling. But Bo Nick still Bo Nick. He still got the sub. If you looked on the Patreon, I did say he was gonna win by sub. He got the sub. But still, I wanted that first round, half a round money because it was just too sweet. Like, I mean, all these people, you know, that he finished under a half a round, like, why not finish a half a round on the person who recorded the most takedowns against UFC history? You know, the dude that he fought, he got taken down in the most in UFC history in a fight. So, like, that's another thing that I was banking on. Like, you're fighting a wrestler, so like he's gonna take you down. But he stood his ground for 2 rounds and got sub. That's cool. I'll take that. Now I'm gonna get close for this one. The donkey of the day, man. The way to fumble a bag, man. If you want to take a master class on not fumbling the bag, go look at Jalen Turner's tape. Jalen Turner, I pray that you see this. Please don't take it disrespectful because I don't disrespect y'all, but I call it like I see it. You dropped the major bag trying to do a walk-off knockout like Sugar Show. That man was not out cold. He wasn't twitching. He was stunned. You stunned him, and he lost his footing, and he dropped. You dropped him. You were the bigger fighter. You're the longer fighter, pause, but fuck you doing? Like, I was looking at the fight, like, what you doing, bro? Like, you're in a fight, bro. He gonna hit him, let him fall on the ground. This not WWE, bro. Like, bro, like, what are you trying to do? You trying to make a highlight reel, bro? I was so mad because, like, this is the second consecutive time that he lost my money, right? And the fight when he fought Dan Hooker, I wasn't mad about it because he fought. Like it was a great fight, a great 3 rounds. I wasn't mad. Like, he didn't do nothing stupid. He just lost the fight. Dan Hooker's got the veteran savvy, got a little more on him. And Dan Hooker's a dog too, so I like Dan Hooker, right? You know what I mean? He's Australian, right? Or yeah, he's an Australian guy. So Kyle, you know, that's my guy. I like Kyle France, man. That's my guy. But like the Dan Hooker fight, Turner, I'm not mad about the Dan Hooker fight. I promise you, I'm not. Look, I know I'm not gonna tweet you like, hey, you lost my parlay money. I don't care about that. If I couldn't put it up, I wouldn't have bet it on you. But this fight, please, I hope this come across your timeline because I'm going to tag you in it and I'm going to hashtag you in it. You dropped the bag, bro. You dropped the bag, bro. You dropped this dude. He laid on his back like a dog, waiting for you to flush him. And you showed him mercy in the UFC fight on 300. On 300, this 300. You got 300 bands on the line. And you walked away? You know your fight bonus is an average of 50K, right? And it's 300 tonight? But I would have came back with the hammer of Thor on his ass, but hey, look, but hey, call the ambulance. But hey, look, it's nothing personal. It was all business, but I need that 300. I need it. You see? Hey, look who got it. Max, 600. He ain't spent nothing. He say, look, 300 on the line. Stand right here. Stand right here, partner. 300 on the line. See, look, take notes from Max, Turner. 300 on the line. We're gonna stand in the square, get it. Like how you really supposed to do it, man. Hey, look, I'm not mad about it, but hey. Like I said, the matchups that I want to see is Poton versus Roundtree. Give Max a title shot versus Poirier. Poirier just announced that he wanted to give a title shot to Max, but he wants the BMF on the line too. So, you know, Max will say, let's get it. You know, brother, it's nothing. He already said you ducking, so And you know what's gangster about Max? Max said he'll do it in Italy. I want to do it where your friends and family gonna be at. I'm gonna beat you up in your front yard, and they can't even do nothing about it because you're in the cage. Cage locked. The middleweight fight that I want to see, Dana, please don't hold them out. Please don't have these guys crushing cans too long. I want to see Bo Nick and I want to see Khamzat Chimaev get in there. The tensions are there. These guys are really not liking each other. Like, you're going to have Izzy and Poton, too, if you go ahead, man. Stop giving Chimaev these guys, man. Look, nothing against the Grand Reaper of Robert Whittaker. Nothing against you, Robert Whittaker. I love you. You good. But you just got finished by Duplessis, and you was winning. You was winning that fight. And you let Duplessis come and flush you, and now you're going to get Chimaev? Like, Chimaev is going, what he's going to do, I'm going to tell you this is what's going to happen. It's going to probably go, if it's a 3-round fight, it's going to end like, it's going to go all 3. But if it's a 5-round fight, I think Chimaev is going to mash the gas first round. Then second round, he's going to get him, wrestle him, and sub him out. But you never know when it comes to this fighting. You never know. That's where we're at with it. Those are my 3 matchups that I want to see next. If y'all tag Dana White, y'all repost this and then tag Dana White till he got to see it. Please just tag him. If you've been commenting, tag Dana White at the end of your comment, man, and tell him, man, make these fights happen, man. I want to see fireworks. Just like how you made Max and Gaethje get at it, I think Bo and Chimaev going to have to get at it. Wrestling, motors are there. They already talking trash to each other. One's taking the high route, one's taking the low route. Somebody got to go. Come on, man. I think and Chimaev ain't lose yet, right? He ain't taking L yet. Nah. But Gilbert Burns was supposed to beat him. Hey, Gilbert Burns was supposed to beat him, man. Hey, that's not my business. And another thing, what I will tell you is, if that fight went 5 with Usman, he would have lost Usman too. Like if it would have went 5, Usman was going to take it in the championship rounds. Like, you know what I mean? Usman was going to take it in the championship rounds because he's accustomed to 5. It was a 3-round fight.
And that was his first fight after
championship prime year.
So that would have been his first 3-round fight in years.
Facts. Because all he's been doing is defending the title. You know what I mean? You're like, all you. Hey, man, Usman is a class act, man. I'm going to tell you this. Kamaru Usman, I fuck with you. Hey, he from Dallas, too. Well, he from Nigeria, but he from Nigeria. But he stay in Dallas now. Hey, he got that D-Town boogie, that thing. Hey, I'm gonna tell you now, Usman. Hey, look, and he be in the O too. I done seen you creeping around the O around here, man. We got another fighter that live in the O. Excuse me, I've been saying, hey, look, we got another fighter that live in Hollywood East. You know what I'm saying? His name Philly Fresh. Y'all gotta watch out for Philly Fresh. I seen you at the Magic game, Philly Fresh. You dapped me up, man. You was too cool for TV, Philly Fresh. But hey, look, man. Hey, I love to get you on the podcast. Come out here. You in the city. I know where you train at. You train over there. I ain't gonna put it out there, but you train over there. I be over there. We see each other all the time now, Philly Fresh. So hey, look, come holler at me, man. We all love to chop it up with you on Just Another Play, man. We talk this combat over here. Now, we're going to transition from, the octagon to the hardwood. Playoff time, man. 420. That's when it starts on Snoop Dogg holiday. Hey, look, it's going crazy. Play-ins, we talked about that briefly already. But playoffs is here, man. Shout out to the Magic boys, man. Y'all did a good job. Made me proud. Hey, play that song, man. If y'all was in my section, I know y'all heard me screaming, play my song, man, at the air game, man. Play my song. But let's go over the seating, man. We're going to go over the seating. We're going to go over the matchups. Give you some picks, some trends, some plays. Let's do that here, man. We got Boston, the Beantown, man. Hey, number 1 seed. We don't know who they playing yet. It's to be determined. But whoever they playing, honestly, It's gonna be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, man. Whoever's playing Boston is a sweep or gentleman's sweep. I don't see anybody in the play-in giving them a run for their money. Chicago, Atlanta. I think Philly's gonna beat Miami, so they're gonna be locked in the 7th seed. So that's not even gonna cross their path. But if Philly do fumble and go to the 8th seed, my opinion might change a little bit. It's gonna be not a gentleman's sweep, but I think, Boston can edge them out in 6. I think Embiid won't be healthy until either the later part of the playoff series. He's still hobbling around a little bit. I don't like how he's moving. In the later games, it's just Philly needs to win tonight to be at their safest. But if Boston playing anybody but Philly in the first round, it's a sweep, gentleman's sweep. I'll take the cover. They've been starching folks on the court. Tatum and Brown got to prove it. So, this is their ring year. In my opinion, this is their ring year. They have to do it. So we'll move on from that. Another to be determined is the New York Knicks. It's gonna be short-lived. Stephen A. Smith, if this podcast come across your feed, y'all done. Y'all done, man. Finito. Bye. Go ahead, man. You heard. Bing bonk. Back to Times Square. It's over with, man. I'm going to tell y'all that right now, man. Because Philly win tonight, y'all got to see Philly boys. And that's y'all kryptonite, man. Y'all scared of Philly, man. Y'all say what y'all want, man. Philly going to handle y'all boys, and they're gonna take it in 6. And you're going to be on ESPN, about to cry. Molly going to have a hand on your shoulder. And, don't cry this year, man. You make better next year. Whatever. It's the same old talk. But, hey, look. Philly boys gonna do y'all in, man. Hey, look, man. I don't like the Knicks. I'm gonna tell you that now. And the Magic, we walked y'all when y'all came to when you came to our city, when y'all came to Hollywood East. We walked y'all, man. We ain't even give you no chopped cheese on the way out, man. We got y'all up out of here. But we gonna talk about 3 and 6, man. That's Milwaukee and Indy. I personally see the line game 1 at 1.5, and I'm leaning towards Indy. For that 1.5 on game 1. The total is set at 232.5. In the regular season, Indy wiped the floor with Milwaukee. They won 5-1 out of 6 games, 5-1 outright. Milwaukee's hurt. Them non-contact injuries. Them non-contact injuries is real ghostly. You don't know what's wrong with them. You don't know what caused it. You don't know where it's at. The Greek Freak is hurt. So pretty much Dame Lillard is in a situation that he's in just like he left Portland. You got to do it all alone. you got Bobby Portis. I like Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis been a dog, man, since you've been a dog since in college. He was at University of Arkansas, and I like Bobby Portis. He was funking on folks. Yeah, that's that dog in him. He got a little chip on his shoulder, man. But shout out Bobby Portis, man. You a dog. But This is how you get paid, Bobby. You know what I mean? They got you coming off the bench because, you're behind Greek. But this is how you get paid, Bobby, man. I hope you prove me wrong. The totals is what I'm going to play on this series. I think the first game of this series should go under, man. I think Halliburton's going to be kind of playing tight. I think how Milwaukee's playing right now, they ain't been putting up no numbers. Their offense haven't been as consistent as you would like them to be. I really just think that 232 is just gracious in the playoff. In the postseason, I think a lot of things hammer down. I think a lot of things get tight. People, the defense cranks up. Like if you seen that interview with D Miles, the intensity comes up in the playoffs, man. Shout out D Miles, man. We got to get you back on the show, man. I'll holler at you too on your DMs, man. Come holler at me, D Miles. We get you on this show right here, man. We're gonna talk to you, man. Talk some playoff talk. But the trend, the over, is probably what's gonna be sold. A lot of people gonna lean on the over. The favorite is probably gonna be leaning towards the over. I wouldn't be surprised if I see the over at minus 115, 110, or have the under at minus 105. But I'm going to clock it in. I'm going to take the under at 232.5. I'm going to take that under. Playoff atmosphere, I think it's going to go down. Yeah, I won't be surprised if this series goes 7. This will be the first series that probably goes 7 in round 1 until Giannis get healthy. I think Giannis won't probably play until game 3. When they get back to Milwaukee, I just think that's how it's going to rock, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Indy edge it out in 7, but, you know, championship caliber teams figure out a way to win. I'm playing the numbers. So game 1, I'm taking the under, 232, lock it in early. You heard it first right here on Just Another Play. Now, we're going 4 and 5. You know, we got Cleveland and we got the Magic boys, man. So we split the series with Cleveland 2 and 2. Not bad. So we 500. There's no edge there. So they don't own us. We don't own them. But something that did catch my eye on this game, they set the first game at 206. Now, on average, Cleveland scored 112 points against us. And on average, we scored 107 points against them. So I'm not Einstein with the math, but that's over 206 on average what we score against each other. So I'll take the over on this game, being that out of all the games that we played, the over has hit 3 out of the 4 matchups. One game was a blowout. That's when France was hurt. I don't think Wendell played that game. A lot of key factors, but the over is my lean on this Magic game. And, of course, I'm gonna take – this is a heart pick. I'm going to let y'all know this is a heart pick, but Magic going to cover the spread at plus 4.5. If you're feeling spicy, might as well take a money line. But plus 4.5 is decent. I do like them to win outright. But, again, like I said, I'm going to tell you the truth. It's a hard pick because they is from my city. But a lock pick is the over of 106. I like that. So game 1, I think we're going to take it in Cleveland and then make Cleveland, you know, play uncomfortable. If we take game 1, that's a good sign for the series. Make Cleveland get a little uncomfortable. Excuse me. They got a few young guys over there. Garland's a dog. They still got Spider. Man, it's gonna be tough, but man, J.I. playing center, it's tough. Like, I love J.I., man. I need banging in the center. I need Wendell. Wendell against Allen is it you like I don't want J.I. to be put in a position where he's compromised with like his size or just like things that he's recovering from. Remember, he hasn't played like hard minutes. He hasn't played like I want to say he hasn't played over 25 minutes in a game. So, like, you know what I mean? He came off the bench all season. The last game of the season he played, he started, and he was productive. But as you can see, there was holes on the switching. Like, you know what I mean? If we take – so when we got J.I. at center, that means we got Jalen Suggs, P5, Franz, Gary Harris, and J.I. So there's no meat on that bone, man. Pause. But, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, you got to think about it. If we're running switch, we're running pick and roll, guess what? Jared Allen stays the pick. Hit, you know, you roll, and it switches to Gary Harris on Mobley, which is their stretch 4. That's already he's a 7-foot shooter. You know what I mean? That's like you can guard him, but if he raises up, it's like, you know what I mean? It's hard. The contested shot is not too much of a contest at that point. Like exactly. I like J.I. for his defensive presence. He's a dog in the paint. He does his thing. a fully conditioned J.I., I wouldn't be bad at it. Because I think they can. I think they won't switch as much. But like with J.I., with the minute restrictions, the easing them in there, getting them where they can fit them. Like I really think like J.I. we are at our best when J.I. give us those quality fresh minutes against the twos. Exactly. Against their twos, we have a starting power forward mashing against the twos with a quality center in Mo Wagner. We got a quality center with Mo Wagner, and then we got a former starter on the twos running with him with another former starting point guard in Fultz. That's why our two group was like solid. Like it didn't really drop off to me because we got really starters on the twos too. So like I really like him where he's at. I know he wants to play more. I know we paid him as a starter. So like when it comes to that, like it's just like, you know, what fits and what's right is two different things. Like I think what fits with us is we need to have Wendell in the center, hold it down, and then everybody else move around. That means we can flex P5, we can flex Wagner, and then we got P5 at the 4. You know what I mean? P5, like not every 4 can guard P5. Mobley can't guard P5. P5 can take him off the dribble. P5 can shoot the 3. P5 can defend him. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. He can guard, but he can guard him. So like now, if you put J.I. there and P5's elsewhere, like it's like you got a guard on Mobley. They gonna play with us on the inside. It's too much. Like I saw too much even with Milwaukee. Even though we beat them, like it was just too much that I ain't like. Yeah, like you know what I mean? Because Bobby Portis, if he was hitting his shots, then we'd have been in a scary fight. Like you know what I mean? If Lopez was hitting his shots, it would have been a scary fight. You know what I mean? Just calling a spade a spade. But that's the East. Let's get over to this wicked West, man. We don't know who's playing OKC yet. So whoever plays OKC, which most likely is going to be the Kings, man. Zion blew a tire last night, man. Hey, I told boys, man. I told boys too much. Hey, look. Hey, shout out my man Currency, man. Hey, look, man. Get that boy off Bourbon. Get him off Bourbon Street, man. He had too many hand grenades. He eating too much crawfish etouffee. He eating too many beignets, man. Hey, look, come on, man. He blew a tire walking. Like, he blew a tire, man, and he gonna trot off the field. Hey, look, you know, I tell the boys all the time, hey, man, Zion throw a tantrum, man, when he walk up off that field, man. Hey, what's wrong with Zion, man? He blew a tire out there, man. Hey, look, y'all need to put Zion on the Duke meal plan. Take all the seasoning out the food. No more Obey. No more Creole cooking. Hey, get him some ham and cheese sandwiches on Wonder Bread. And tell him that's all he eating for the night in season. You know what I mean? And y'all just need to have a verified food snitch with Zion at all times. It's just like y'all need to put like you know how back in the day on the Wild Wild West, like most wanted signs. Y'all need to go ahead and put all them shits down on Bourbon, man. If Zion walk into y'all restaurant, I know y'all want that check, man, but just don't serve him. New Orleans, if y'all love him, hey, don't serve him that. Like, y'all can't serve him them type of foods, man. That's a Southern boy. Like, you Southern, that man wake up, eat catfish and grits. That ain't in the meal plan, man. Like y'all got Zion fucked up, man. Hey, he built like Charles Barkley right now. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Hey, look, so the Kings is probably going to be the A seed because Zion done blew a tire, man, and y'all ain't getting him back in the postseason. So it's either if y'all win this game, he not playing. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Get Zion, hey man, hey trade Zion to somewhere where like what who not known for their food? What city not known for their food? Yeah, Utah, man. Get Zion like some oodles and noodles and rice and shit out of Utah, man. Like yeah, feed that man like some cabbage or something, man. Cause yeah, y'all feed that boy too much, man. That boy big, man. You saw. Hey, y'all try to clown my boy LeBron James for flopping. That man ain't flop, man. He got hit by a Mack truck, man. That man got pads on, man. That boy big, man. Come on, man. He wasn't running through nobody like that at Duke, man. Come on, man. Hey, Zion, man. Hey, look, man. It's all love, man. I know you like to eat. I like to eat too, man. See, I like to eat, man. But, hey, look, man. Hey, I'm trying to help you for your career. Like, etouffee ain't it, bro. That shit good, but hey, that boudin, hey, look, man, I was in the H for a long time, bro. Hey, look, I was out in Third Ward, bro. It was a little spot on the corner, man. They used to serve boudin balls, man. Hey, that boy, I used to buy them by the 8, man, because I know they sell them by the 4, but I bought them by the 8. I got big as hell. I went from defensive end to 3-tech. So I know you eating good. I know you eating good, man. So, hey, Zion, word of advice. No more boudin balls just on Saturday, off season. You know what I mean? No beignets, light powder on the beignets. We good, Zion. It's cool, man. I promise. Look, next year, when you put that run flat back in your system, you should be all right. All right, Zion? Cause boy, the way that tire bust, I just, soon as it bust, I said, boudin. For real. But nah, all jokes aside, man, we don't know who playing them boys, man, but it look like the Kings handle business against Curry. And speaking of that, man, hey, look, Orlando Magic, I know we left the East. I'm going to get close to the mic again. We do not need Klay Thompson. No. Klay Thompson is like, and Klay Thompson, don't take disrespect to this, but Klay Thompson is like that girl, that fine girl in high school that everybody wanted. And then now you see her when we about 30-something, you be like, damn. Yeah, that's Klay Thompson, man. That's his game right now. Bro, like nobody want that, man. And then you see him in the postseason, man. You see him in the post-game interview. Oh, I just tried my best. Like, nah, I don't want that shit, man. Like, hey, look, you an unrestricted free agent. You be like, look, man, shoot it. If you would have got in that press conference and said, look, man, shooter's going to shoot. It's not my night, but you know what I can do? Then you might would have sold me. But that sad story you were selling, like it's like the girl that used to talk to all the dudes back in their prime in high school. I used to talk to him. And that's Klay Thompson. I used to hit the three. Now you don't hit the three. You be like, well, you know what I did? I won 4 and bro, I don't want to hear that shit, man. We don't want you, and we ain't giving you top dollar. We should, Orlando, you should have learned your lesson. And then what? I guarantee if we pick them up, guess what's going to happen? Let us be slaw. We pick them up and we don't make the playoffs. They're going to trade Klay Thompson to a contending team, just like how they did T. Ross, just like how they did Hercule and all, and everybody else. We want to try to get them a ring and be gracious. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you now, if I was a GM and I signed you for all that money, you going down with the ship too. I'm not trading you, Jack. I spent all that money and you think I'm going to give you a good gesture to go get you a ring? And I spent all this money and you gave me a dud? Nah, brother, you drowning with us, bro. Let the Titanic sink. You going down with the ship. Orlando Magic, GM for Orlando, please. Hey, look, Hollywood East begs you. We don't want Klay Thompson, man. We got core stars. We made the playoffs without him. We don't need his veteran savvy. Look, get us a star that can play with our young stars. Get us somebody that still got some tread on the tires, man. Not nobody that got the ball tires and looking for a retirement place to go. I don't want that, man. You know, his money been getting taxed on his contract. Now he want to go to a no state tax team. Nah, you go down to Miami. Take the ship down to Miami. We don't want you down here, man. We don't want you in Hollywood East, man. We don't want you in Orlando, man. And I know a lot of people, I've been seeing a lot of memes and we going to get Klay Thompson. I don't want him. I was sold for a little bit when he kind of set that fire when they benched him a little bit, and then he went off for like 36, and then where that shit go, man? Just like T. Ross. T. Ross was about, hey, T. Ross, I'm still mad at you because T. Ross is personal. I sat right next to you. You was on that bike warming up, and I said, hey, look, I'm going to walk to the back and buy a T. Ross jersey. You going to sign it for me? He going to look at me like this and be like, nah. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm finna go spend $130 on your jersey and you gonna come sign it? Nah. T-Ross, see, look, you came down to Orlando, took all our money, and ain't give us, you just gave us a couple dunks and ain't even take us nowhere, man. That's all right. But T-Ross, we still love you, though. It's all right. It's cool, but, hey, it's personal, man. You ain't want to sign my jersey, T-Ross. I'm mad at that. but Clay trying to do the same move just like the rest of them. I don't want Clay. Get us somebody with some time on their belt and in the contract, somebody who can see the whole contract that we give them.
He do it.
Like, remember when we was in high school, we signed Grant Hill and all them boys, man. Grant Hill was running and dust was coming behind his shoes, man. Man, that dog, hey, shout out Grant Hill, man, bro. Hey, he was a dog in Detroit, but, like, bro, we signed Grant Hill, bro, and I remember me and my cousin Smooth, we got Grant Hill, we got Turkaloo, bro. It was like our 10th grade year, and it was like we went on the street. We lost like 30 games in a row, bro. You remember that, bro? Dog, they made commercials, bro. It was when Time Warner Cable was out, bro. They made commercials of them boys sad on the bench like. I'm like, yo, how you making a commercial in the city that you support, and bro? Like, dog, we were going out. We've been known for signing like, we signed Skip to Malou. Come on, man. We took an and 1 star. We signed Skip to Malou. We've been signing players that's on the edge of their career, man. Like, hey, look, man, this is not a retirement home for y'all, man. But look, Klay Thompson, it's all love. I hope they re-sign you out there in the Bay. We don't want you out here in O. So we love you. Denver and LA, that's the second game, 7-game series that I think is going. I like LA to win in 7. I'm gonna be here to say it first. LA wins in 7. The line on game 1 is 7.5, favored by Denver. I don't know, man. I just like the way they playing. Like, they playing pretty solid, man. Like, they're like Bron is kind of looking like, you know what I mean? Like, I got some juice. Like somebody said something to him in the locker room, like, hey, man, like, hey, you ain't looking like Bron. Like, it's been too much Bron talk, and yeah, shit, for real. For facts. You know what I mean? Hold my do-rag. That's what they should have been saying, bro. He said, hold my do-rag. I'm about to go crazy on these boys, man. But, yeah, like, you know, the only thing that the reason why I kind of like it is, one, I'm watching the current play of the game. I'm not reading the numbers because the numbers all read Denver. Denver swept L.A. in the regular season. They're 0-3. Again, this is another total series. I like the unders in this game. The under is set at 223.5. The under hit 2 out of the 3 times in the regular season. So I'm going under game 1 for this. I kind of like Bron, man. I'm going to go out on a whim. I'm going to take Bron covering the 7.5. Even if he don't win game 1, it's going to go to 7. I think it might go to 7. Hey, look, I'm ready for y'all in the comments. Y'all comment warriors, come holler at me. I love that shit. I'm going to talk back. I'm going to like it. Hey, and my hat's off to y'all. Y'all ain't been disrespectful. Y'all give me y'all opinion. I'm going to give y'all mine. And guess what? We can have a conversation, man. It's shop talk at the end of the day. So I'm going Bron at 7, round 1, sending the Joker home. He going to go back and like ride ponies and whatever else they do over there. Next series, man. Y'all got my boy Ant versus KD. These my two boys, man. Like, hey, these my boys, man. Ant versus KD. This is another sweep series. So Phoenix sweeped Minnesota this year. 0-3 against Phoenix. But they got Minnesota favorite 1.5. Game 1. They got the total sitting at 214. This I'm going with team. I'm a optimistic type of guy. I'm going with Baby Jordan, man. Jordan 2.0, man. I'm gonna tell y'all now, man. If I'm gonna take the veterans, the savvy veterans with Booker, KD, Bill, or I'm gonna go take the young guy that's thriving and emerging and got the juice. Hey, you got the juice. You got the juice now, AE. Like Tupac voice, you got the juice now. Hey, man, 1.5. I'm gonna money line it because it's low. It's a low line. Those low lines, I like the money line because why risk it? Because those games right there, it's gonna be like Minnesota by a point, and you're gonna be mad. You take that half. They done hooked you like the Apollo, and the book you laughing away with your money. But it's gonna be a sweaty one for sure. That's gonna go 6-7 on the west side, and now last but not least, the 4-5 on the West is the Clippers and Dallas. That's gonna be sweaty, man. I think the Clippers beat Dallas 2 out of the 3 meetings. No Kawhi, man. There's no Kawhi Storm, man. That's tough. That's tough for the Clippers, man. They got Dallas favorite, another 1.5 matchup. So Dallas favorite by 1.5. But it's in LA. So that's the trick. Dallas they don't play too good on the road. Like I don't like how Dallas play on the road. It seemed like they take a little while to get going on the road. But the way they're clicking, I don't know, man. I'm leaning Dallas, but something's telling me the Clippers is going to take game 1, but no Kawhi. I don't even think Kawhi's going to be ready until like game 4. So I don't even like the way the Clippers play without Kawhi. So I'm riding with Dallas money line, and I'm taking the under. Under 223.5. The under hit 2 out of the 3 matchups. So if Dallas wins, the under hits. Shit, that's a bad fact anyway, because Clippers won and the under hit too, but Clippers won again and it went way over. So yeah, man, I'm going with Dallas game 1. I'm going with Timberwolves game 1 money line. Those are the money lines. I'm going with Lakers covering 7.5. Just to recap, we don't know who OKC's playing, but it's most likely the Sac Town. So we don't know the spread on that. Of course, I'm taking the Magic. That's a hard pick. That's not the lock pick. That's the hard pick. But I'm taking them covering the 4.5. But the lock pick is going over 206.5. I'm going Indy money line. I'm not playing with these 1.5 games in the playoffs. I'm going Indy money line, and I'm taking the under. I don't think it's going over 232.5. And yeah, the other 2 games for seed 1 and 2 on the East to be determined. Whoever's playing. I like it. I like New York playing Philly because I think Philly's going to win tonight. And then most likely it would probably be either the Heat versus it's either going to be the Heat or Chicago. I don't see Atlanta. Well, no, I lied. I think Atlanta can beat Chicago with the players that they got. I don't think Drummond's playing tonight, so Capella should eat tonight. So if Drummond don't play tonight, Atlanta's winning. If Atlanta wins, they don't beat the Heat. So it's going to be the Heat versus the Celtics for 1 and 8 on the East. I like the Celtics, gentlemen sweep, because they got to prove it. And that's where we at with the NBA playoffs. I'm not throwing out no baseball picks today. You got to tune in. If you want the baseball picks, tune in. Stay active on the page. Stay active on the Twitter. Stay active on the Patreon, and you'll get the baseball picks. But that's a wrap for episode 5. If you live in the Hollywood East area, take a look at your latest drip shop, Soul Mansion. Got the latest drip for all the fashion. We got Valabashes. We got Embellish. We got Supreme, Nikes. We got Jordans. We got Gallery Department. Awful lot of calls, sir. Hyde Park. We got all those brands in there, man. You can pick your flavor. You will not look like the next man downtown. So go ahead and do your thing. We all out here. And, thank you for tapping in with Just Another Play, man. We out this thing, man.